Oh, there we go. Better? Not really. So you guys are probably wondering, oh my goodness. So you're probably wondering why this unboxing video is starting in such a weird manner. Well, it's because I have to drive to go get it. A pretty far distance. I messed up. I hit the wrong button. I'm upset about it. But that's okay. We're gonna get the iPhone 10 today at exactly 3:30 p.m. from London, Ontario. I don't live in London, Ontario. I live in Toronto. So maybe Naomi will join us. Maybe not. I don't know. She's not awake yet. Look who the cat dragged in. Where's the cat? Okay, so we made it to London. Now let's go and see if they actually have the phone for me. Got it. We drove a good 2.5 hours to pick up this device, and we finally got it. We got here an hour and a half early. They still let us pick it up. Nice guys. Okay, so not only did I get the phone, this is real, not clickbait. I also got a few little accessories here. The leather case in the leather black looking, same one I got on my other device. Good stuff. And also the Mophie wireless charging, just to take full advantage of the Qi that the iPhone 10 does have. We'll make separate videos on this. The main attraction now, however, is the iPhone 10. So just picked it up in space gray, 64 gigabytes. I'm a huge believer of cloud storage, so that's why instead of spending the $200 on the 256, I'm spending it on cloud storage. Anyway, so let's quickly go around the box. What do we have here? In the front, we have the actual iPhone 10. The back, some specifications, space gray, 64 gigabyte. Taking it out for the first time here. Of course, the good old literature. And here's the actual device itself. That notch is extremely visible from day one. Okay, so here's the phone. We'll put that off to the side for now. What else do we have in the box? We of course have the power brick here, the headphones, and a lightning cable. Very, very typical iPhone unboxing. Now for the main attraction. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that was of course extremely satisfying. Okay, so I'm gonna set up Face ID for the first time. This is the one aspect of the whole iPhone 10 thing that I'm most concerned about, if it will or will not work. People say it works great, but let's give it a shot. Just turn your head around in a circle. Let's do it again. Perfect. So that was very easy to set up. So now we're gonna create a passcode, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now that we have the phone all set up, let's take a quick look around the actual device before we get into the fun nitty-gritty software stuff. So in the front, you can obviously see the notch. Wow, Face ID really works. I just looked at my phone and it just unlocked. Okay, so it does work, and that was amazing. Okay, so you see the notch, and the colors of this display are truly fantastic. One thing you'll recognize is how, not saturated, but how colorful the colors are. Does that make any sense? It's the OLED display, first one Apple's ever came out with. It's fantastic, straight up. One of the best displays I've ever seen in my entire life. With that notch being said, you do have two kind of areas where you have information. So on the top left, you obviously have the time, as you can see, and on the top right, you have your signal, your Wi-Fi, and your battery life. Most apps still haven't been fully optimized to actually take that into full account. Some of the major ones do, however, like Safari, like music, like messages. Obviously the Apple supported ones use the full display, but if they aren't optimized just yet, you'll just have a horizontal bar at the top there. Not the end of the world. We'll give the developers some time to set all that up. Turning the phone to the back, you will see the fingerprint magnet galore. This is the same surface as the iPhone 8. It does accumulate fingerprints, it's glass. The device feels heavier in your hand, but those fingerprints are going to be a big problem. One thing that will quickly identify an iPhone 10 is of course the vertical cameras. It is a massive camera bump, very, very massive actually, but you have the dual lens system vertically with the flash in the middle. Going around the actual device on the right, very familiar location for the hold button. Without the home button, you're gonna have to get used to a few additional things with this home button. So for example, to take a screenshot, you have to press hold and the volume up button. Boom, you just took a screenshot. To power the device off, you have to press and hold the hold button and one of the volume rockers for a duration of time and simply slide the power off. And on the left hand side, you have of course your volume rockers and your silent or loud toggle. And of course, in good old Apple fashion, the only port you have on the bottom is a lightning port. We've already tested this, but let's see how quick Face ID is. Okay, looking at the device and it's unlocked. That was quick. And again, wow. So I feel like getting used to the device is going to be very easy. It's going to get very seamless because of how fast it actually detects your face and unlocks. It's going to be very seamless motion where you just pick up and swipe your finger all the way up. Let's go over some of the features or gestures that you have to now get used to without having a hold button. So multitasking, swipe up halfway, hold, there are your apps that are actually being used. Now say you're in an app and you want to go home. Very simply swipe from the bottom all the way up. That's not too bad to get used to. One thing you will have to get used to, which is kind of the opposite of what it was, is the control center. So from the top right, pull down, there you go. You got your control center, easy for you to access. Now pulling from the top left, you have your notifications. Okay, so that was a very quick video of me getting the iPhone, taking it out of the box, and quickly going over some of the specs and details of the new device. But there's going to be definitely a full in-depth review coming shortly, so stay tuned for that. But for now, thanks again. Sorry about all that clickbait on the last video, but this is real. This is a real device. It's not fake. It's not Photoshop. If you liked the video, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button down below. And for additional brownie points, please follow me on all of my social media. Links can be found down in the description. But for now, thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.